father immigrated from Russia around 1913. And in 1921, there was a company called Hirsch-Wise, and they gave him $400 to help buy a business, and they owned 49% of the business for $400. And it was called Fishel's Columbia Tent and Awning Company. Starting at the lowest type of job was good experience. I even worked in the factory for a while when it was an awning company, setting grommets and folding tarps and canvas covers. My sort of joke is I started at the bottom of the ladder, but my daddy owned the ladder. My brother and I returned from the service in 1946, and he became more dedicated to the brand new burgeoning patio furniture part of it, and I became more involved with the awnings and the canvas manufacturing. And I took over his job, and in 1971 I sold the awning division, and we became a total furniture store. We doubled the retail space of the store to approximately 25,000 square feet. We sort of made this store one of the first casual stores, even in furniture, and it was a store that appealed to men more than most furniture stores do. And I guess I created a certain look that appealed to me, and it worked here. Well, the industry when I started before the war and the year after the war was basically a lawn swing and a wood deck chair, sometimes just the sloop, and the big technology in 1946 was the adjustable arm on the deck chair. That was considered high tech. The director chair was also an item, and everything exploded in the next year or so when extruded aluminum came on the market. I wish I knew what to say about the future. It seems like certain categories grow in waves. For instance, there was the wave of redwood, and it's gone. Then there was the spaghetti look made by Ames Company, and it's gone. Then there was resin that had about a decade of prominence, and now it's gone. Then there was wrought iron, and the most recent exciting news has been the cast aluminum growth in the last 3 or 4 years. It's amazing that all the patio people, small or large, have one common problem, and that is that the selling season for patio and furniture is not 12 months, so they've had to augment their business. In our case, we have done it with high-end home furnishings. I've always believed in the integrity of a business person, and one of the real criterion for choosing somebody to sell it to was that they had to have that same criterion, because our name was going to go on.
Well, after World War II, I helped this man start this bedroom plant, and it grew and prospered and got up to where we were making 400 bedrooms today. It was a pretty good, big operation. Then I had an opportunity to come to Fort Smith with Garrison Furniture Company. But when I was 30 years old, I decided that if I was ever going to try it on my own, I would try it. So I quit my very good job and started the plant from scratch. My wife in the office and 3 men built my own samples, and the plant grew and prospered, and over a period of 13 years never grew less than 20% over the year before. And then in 1969 I sold the plant to a conglomerate and walked the streets for 6 months, and at that time bought a plant here, this plant, which was Williams Manufacturing then, and that got me in the casual furniture business. That's when Flanders Industries was begun. 80 and 90% of the casual furniture business was what we call disposable type furniture that you would buy, and just 2 years it'd either be aluminum would be oxidized or the steel would be rusted, and you'd buy and replace it. I wanted to get into area furniture where furniture would have a more residual value and then would reflect the style consciousness of the person around the home. Of course, anybody in the furniture business is always looking for a way for their products to be unique and fill a niche. When I heard that Haywood Wakefield had taken bankruptcy, I then became interested in it to see if I could buy the process to make the wicker. That's what started the indoor-outdoor wicker area of casual manufacturing. When we first came in the industry, casual furniture had no status in the industry. The bedroom and dining room people, they had all of the dignity of the industry. But in the last 20 years, the industry has grown and become an important part of furnituremen's offerings. Scouting has meant an awful lot to me. We had a motto in the Scouts, and when we went camping, is to leave every campsite better than you found it. And I've always kind of operated under that motive. I wanted to leave things a little bit better than I found it, and I didn't want to leave things just as far as the furniture industry is concerned. I wanted my life to have a wider spectrum of favorable influence. Last year, I was successful in being chairman of a $5 million capital campaign for our First Methodist Church here, and that construction is underway now. We have a community college here in Fort Smith, and it was called Westar Community College then. It now is called the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. And Fishel and I were able to substantially give to that college, and they built the Flanders School of Business, and that's been a source of pride to us. And the university has been a great influence to the growth of Fort Smith. And this is kind of a way of saying thank you to Fort Smith for what they have done for us down through the years.